Hey guys, it's Jessie here with Your Grounded. I just wanted to pop on here for Why Not Wednesdays and say hi to all of you guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So my little segment that I want to do every Wednesday, this goes along with so I do two things on Wednesdays. And I know I'm new out there to you guys, so I'll just keep on and letting you guys know, and then you guys will head on over there. So what I do on Wednesdays is I do Why Not Wednesdays, and that is me simply getting up here and just what I'm about to do, give you some motivation for our middle of our work week, because who doesn't need some motivation? It's Wednesday and we got a couple more days, and those can be long depending on what you're doing. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then later tonight I am doing my free card reads in my group, which is Grounding with the Angels. And if you guys aren't in there, if you guys want to be in there, I do that at I think it's at 8. Now there's a whole event. If you go to put Grounding with the Angels, you'll find my group. But I decided to start doing my free card reads in there because they kind of devalue. I feel like what I'm doing for people is priceless, really, to be honest. And I don't want to put a price on it, but I also when some people who just, they like to play you for a magic 8-ball, or see what the crystal ball says, and some people, I don't know, so I like to give out free reads, but it's a waste of my energy to just give them to people that they're not truly needing help. If it's just for fun, then I would not be the person to sit and play with the cards with. But I mean, I like to have fun, but most of the time when this is serious stuff for me, I want to heal people. So I've decided to do my free card reads in my group, Grounding with the Angels, and it's at put it like 7:38. I'm sorry I didn't get the exact time, but like I said, there's an event. So you guys come check that out. But let's go ahead and hop into Why Not Wednesday. Why not, guys? And I asked you some of these questions last week, and I'm gonna keep doing these Why Not Wednesdays because the more I live life, the more I go on my spiritual journey. And now that I've got my mind opened up and I can see my angel messages and I can clearly decode them. I keep seeing 707 this whole past week. It's weird. It's 707, 710, 711. In that order, all in that same time period. I don't even move. I'm like in the kitchen getting a cup of coffee and I see 707, and then actually I saw 707. Then I saw 710 and 711 on two different clocks at two different times. So at one time, two different clocks. So people say, synchronicities are just coincidence. Well, you'll learn that there are no coincidences, but I don't, that's something I let people figure out on their own, because not everybody, turned down, I went to Green Day, went from Blind Melon to Green Day, but, that's what some people, are not, familiar with, so, and that's why we miss a lot of our blessings, by the way, is by writing stuff off to coincidence. People are sent into your life daily. They're earth angels. I'm an earth angel. If you all of a sudden just somebody pops into your life and you're like, how did you know that I needed help, and you're here? That's an earth angel. And that's one of the ways that the angels like to help you and get you to understand, because they basically communicate in light frequencies, and we're not attuned to that. And that's the best way I can explain it to you guys, is why you can't hear them, and why they can't talk to you, because most of the time you're not ascended enough to be able to have your crown chakra open enough to be able to access your that part, the intuitive part. So they communicate with signs. And I was telling my friend the other day, like at some point, if you keep seeing the same repetitive thing, and like I keep seeing the 707, well, the 707 says that it's for encouragement, to have confidence and to have faith. And I believe that is because I'm starting this new business, and you know, I'm organically growing it and letting you guys know me here, who I am. And I'm not going in, I'm personally getting this together, and I know that they want me to have, not be so hard on myself. And it was also funny because it said, because I read other people's readings, you know, like people in Australia and people that have been doing this for years, because I don't really like to read my own, I'll read my cards, but I like to read cards for other people. Most people don't want to read their own cards because you just, you're like, yeah, I know, and it feels like your mom telling you stop doing that. And that's what the angels do. If you keep getting the same repetitive signs, I was telling my friend the other day that it's almost like the angels are, at this point, they were sending you, you know, feathers and maybe some coins, and ooh, here's a couple repeating numbers, and then you just kept ignoring it and kept writing it up to coincidence. So now they're just chucking stuff at your head, and if your head might hurt a little bit, that's because the angels, it's like when you're a parent and you just get fed up with your kid not listening to you, and that's about what the angels are at that point. So if you keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're like, holy cow, why do we see 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, or 6, or 9, or 2s, or why do I keep seeing the same bird? It's not going to go away until you decode your message, and that's what I'm out here to do, is to decode messages for people, because your angels have a message that they're trying to tell you, and you're not hearing it, or you're not seeing it, you're not nothing. So then, when all else fails, that's why sometimes people that you're like, how did you know to be here at the right time, at the right place, and now all of a sudden you help me, and now I feel better, and now my faith is better. That is because the angels at some point are like, all right, guys, let's see if he can see a whole human walking, talking form come in here. And maybe he'll pay attention to that one. Maybe she'll pay attention to that one. That's what our angels do, and that's why we get your prayers, things that you're requesting for the universe to help you, those things come when you ask and then you give faith. And that's like asking your boss at work to help you. When you ask the angels or whoever you ask to help you, and then you go around and you don't have faith in it, and then you sit and worry about it, basically what it is telling them, it's kind of like when you go to your boss or your friend or someone at work, and you're like, hey, can you help me out with this? I have a question about this, and it's complicated, but I need help. And they're like, sure, no problem. And they sit there and they put all their time into it to help you. And then what did you do? Thank you. And then you went and asked somebody else for help. And or you're like, oh, well, that was the key. Everything should be solved now. I should go and have some lunch now. But no, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go over everything they just said, and I'm going to pick apart everything they said and prove why it can't be. That's basically what you're doing with the angels. So that's why sometimes we feel like our prayers aren't answered. And I just felt compelled to tell you that as I woke up this morning, I saw a sunrise, beautiful pink sunrise. I shared it. And I thought I was going to come back and do an awesome live video with you guys and in front of it, and it went away like literally in 10 minutes. And I was like, how does that happen? And I felt like that sunrise came for just me and my family this morning, because it was there, and when I went back to share it with everyone, it was gone. And so it really felt special this morning. So I woke up this morning really feeling that I needed to convey that, because I know there's so many people out there that are hurting right now that when you wake up and you see that sunrise, it's almost bittersweet because you're like, I made it to another day, but I'm waking up to the same shit and my life shit, and I don't know what to do, and I'm just gonna sit here and it's gonna suck. And I don't, we all have days like that. We have moments like that. And it's okay to have days and moments like that, but for the ones that it's been going on for more than a day or a moment and you're really just needing something to cling on to, please book a session with me. I can definitely help you. Because my cards give positive, it's not all about sugarcoating it just because they're angels. They can give you some stuff and you're like, thanks, facetiousness. Like, do you have to be so facetious when you give me your answers? Or, you're like, well, I already knew that. And yes, I know it is self-love. And so sometimes mine aren't all cutesy. They look cutesy and stuff, but the real meaning behind them, the angels are giving you the direct facts. What my cards do is they get to the heart of the matter. They cut through all the BS and they give you straight facts on what you can do to change this part in your life. And the cool thing is mine aren't like, they're not a specific timeline. So you can change the outcome of the cards just by a simple thought. That's the energy changes it. And that's what I'm doing, because I don't believe anything's set in stone. I don't believe everything that we do every day changes. We all have a destiny. I know we're all on a pretty much a path to somewhere. But how we get there is going to change every day, because if you start doing better, you're not going to just keep getting a bad result. So, the universe is forgiving, but you have to change the here and now for your future to get better. And you have to leave the past in the past, or it's not going to do anything for you. But I wanted to get up here. I hope you guys like these videos. Please leave some comments. Send me messages. I am an open book. I love to chat with you guys and know what I can do to help you feel more fulfilled. Definitely reach out to me. If you're feeling like nobody cares, nobody listens, book a session with me. 30 minutes with me can change your whole outlook, I swear. And I'm not even saying that to, I just know, because I am an empath. I'm an intuitive healer. I have been doing this my whole life. I just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what my calling was, but that's the whole journey and the magicness of learning and living life. Everything's not going to be the same way it was when I was 20. It's not going to be the same way I was. Every day is changing. And you know what? Your cards may say this and that may not happen for whatever question you had, but you know what? I told my friend the other day, okay, so you're having this problem right now. How do you not know that you might get the most off-the-wall, crazy thing that just, solution? Somebody calls and says, here you go. It's all fixed. No more worries. You don't have that problem no more. People don't think that way. And I encourage you to think, instead of going the what ifs, what might not go right in your life, think about it this way. If you're going to play the what if game, because we all do it. So if you're going to play the what if game, do the what if, okay, I don't have a job. That's a good example. Like, people don't have jobs. What if I get that job? Okay, but like, how am I going to get that job? Start thinking that way. Like, what if I get called, and you could almost daydream about it. And I encourage that, because the more daydreaming that, don't go too overboard, because you don't want to get too ungrounded, but think about your problems and think about instead of worrying about what the solution is to your problem, kind of daydream and think about, what if this happened? What if all of a sudden somebody came out and just paid my bill? Because you know what, if you start thinking that way and then stop crushing your dreams and stop saying, crushing the what if, think about the what if. What if somebody just did this? What if I start thinking this way? This could happen, that could happen. Why not? It's Why Not Wednesday. Why couldn't, people go and do the Santa thing and help people that way. My friend in Missouri was part of that one year. Well, she wasn't even part of that Santa, the whole Santa thing where they go and pay, go to the store and pay for your stuff to galley away. She was actually at Walmart, and we were both medical assistants. She was there, and I think something went wrong in her bank account, and it was Christmas time. She went there and she was trying to get her kids' stuff, and then she went and she didn't have enough money, and she was embarrassed because she had all of her Christmas stuff, in there. And it's not like she went and planned it that way. Something messed up at her bank that caused her to not have the money. And then she was like sitting there, and going, well, put this back. And, we've all been at that moment where we've had to be like, well, put this back. I guess I don't need that. And well, okay, and that's a horrible, horrible moment. And her angels looked after her, and she probably didn't. Well, I'm sure she did. But this is an example of angels, and how they work is that instead of her having to put all that back, the lady behind her, I'm sorry, decided to offer out of the kindness of her heart to pay for everything. And it was like $350. And she said, no problem. I want just Merry Christmas, and I hope your kids enjoy Christmas. So there are kind people out there, and angels are working tirelessly every day for you guys. And I really wish somebody could have told me about 10 years ago how to connect with my angels, because they could have saved me so much. But that's why I feel so compelled to teach you guys about the angels, because the ones that are sitting there that have no friends, if you're someone who has a good big support unit and your family, and you get to hang out and go have dinners, appreciate that with your family. Appreciate that, because there are a lot of us out here who we have our immediate family, and that's about all we have, because that's just how there are people out there, and if you're one of those, it's hard, and then you don't just reach out to anybody, and I get that too. So that's why I'm on here. I'm just kind of pouring my heart out a little bit right now, because I want to help people. I've just noticed there's just such a decline in happiness. And I was born in the 80s, and it was a different time, and people seemed a little, maybe we were a little dumb back then, and we weren't as educated about some of the stuff, but it seemed like we were a little bit happier and not as concerned with the things that people are concerned with, which are very shallow. The concerns that people have anymore are material and shallow half of the time. Some of them are very valid, and those people are just, and it's just, I want to take all that. I don't want to have anybody in a group. I want everybody to just be hanging out and chilling, and maybe we'll get more positive stuff on the news. Maybe we'll get a little higher vibration out here, and that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I try to do with these videos, is to pump some love and light out into this dismal world, because Lord knows we need it. And I just want to know that you're not alone. And if you feel alone, please book a session with me, because I'm not that expensive, and I want to help you. I want you to start living your life, because I know the more people that raise the vibration, that bring up your vibration, and you start putting it out into the world, that's how we're going to fix this world. If you're wondering why it's so negative and unhappy right now, that's because we need to put more love and light out into it. And then, there's people that can roll their eyes out. That's not how you're going to save the world. Well, unfortunately, love is the way that we're going to save the world. And if we can get people to start loving, and loving themselves, loving each other, just stop hating so much, this black cloud's going to lift. But if not, we're just going to have tune into all the funness that you see, all this chaos in the world. But it's not all chaos. It's not going to be forever. So that's why we're sent out here to help you guys. I hope you guys appreciate this video. And I'm going to go and got other things to do now, but I want to wish you a happy Wednesday. Ask yourself why not. It's Why Not Wednesday. Ask yourself, why are you not living out your dreams? Why are you not doing the things you want to do? Why? And if it's money, that is the silliest answer, because you know what? If it truly makes you happy, ask your angels. They will help you. Magic comes, and I mean, it's not magic. It's not so much magic. It is. Well, it's magic, but it's more of a miracle. Miracles come in all shapes and forms, and if you have faith and believe me, you can be a part of that too. And I hope you guys have a great day. Love and light to everyone. My name is Jessie again with You're Grounded, and share this video with anybody who's going through it right now, because you know what? We put up the crisis lines and everything. But my thing is the reason why I post so much is because people don't want, everyone that's ever going through it does not want to talk verbally. We want to, but then when we try to, it doesn't come out. I like to post stuff where people can visually see or have something to tangibly have, because when you have that, like a video to watch right now, or some encouragement, it does something to your inner subconscious, and it helps to bring you out of that. So that's why I like to do these videos. Please give me a thumbs up, a heart emoji, an angel, something if you guys enjoy these. Love and light to everybody. Have a great day. And it's Why Not Wednesdays. So just think of the stuff that's holding you back and ask yourself, why not? Why am I not living the way that I should to make me happy? It's not about living the way I should. It's about why am I not happy with the way that I'm living? And if you have to ask yourself that, then you gotta ask yourself, well, what do I need to change to start fully being happy? So I hope this gave you guys some inspiration. Love and light. Have a great day. Bye-bye.